Hello, and welcome to Genius channel. We'll see some questions from previous years NDA Max. Okay, so first we are going to see the question number 52 up to 51. We have already done in previous sessions. So now we are going to do the question number 52. All of you read the question. A circle is drawn. A circle is drawn on the chord of a circle x square plus y square is equal to a square as diameter. The chord lies on the line x plus y is equal to a. What is the equation of the circle? Question number 52. Okay, a circle is drawn on this chord of a circle x square plus y square is equal to a square as diameter. Please try to do this question. Try to do this question. Options are given. The chord lies on the line x plus y equal to a. What is the equation of the circle? That is what you have to find out. You have to find the equation of the circle. Circle is drawn at the chord of a circle. It means what? We have a circle. Circle is drawn on the chord of a circle x square plus y square is equal to a square. So there is a circle whose radius is a. That is x square plus y square is equal to a square. And the center is at origin. That's why x square y square. Now chord lies on line x plus y equal to a. X plus y equal to a. There is a line and that line, suppose I'm just drawing a line and this is the chord. X plus y is equal to a. So how would be that line look like? Redraw the figure. This circle center is in the origin, isn't it? And radius is a comma 0. Here 0 comma a minus a comma 0, 0 comma minus a. So the circle passes through these 4 points. Now we have a line or a chord which lies on the line x plus y is equal to a. X plus y is equal to a means when x equal to 0, y is equal to a. When x equal to 0, y is equal to a. When y equal to 0, x equal to a. So the chord goes like this. This is the chord. Okay, this is the chord. Okay. Now the chord lies on this line. The line is x plus y is equal to a. X plus y is equal to a. We have to find the equation of the circle. So we have to, a circle is drawn on the chord. A circle is drawn on the chord of a circle x square plus y square is equal to a square. The chord lies on the line x plus y is equal to a. You have to find the equation of the circle, the smooth circle. Okay, so please try how to find the equation of the circle. Tell me what will be the center of the circle. What will be the center of the circle? The center of the circle would be this point, isn't it? And what will be the radius? You have to find the radius also. Please try, all of you. So what if we have to we are given with the endpoints of the diameter. We are given with the endpoints of the diameter. How can we write the equation of the circle? We can write the equation of the circle as x into x minus a plus y into y minus a is equal to 0. Is equal to 0. See, listen how I am writing. I am given with the endpoints of the diameter because I need to find the equation of the circle, and you are given with the endpoints of diameter, isn't it? Endpoints of the diameter we already have because they're telling that the chord act as the diameter. Chord of this bigger circle act as the diameter. That means this act as the diameter. So its endpoints is 0, and a, 0. So if the endpoints of the diameter is given, how can you write the equation of the circle as? We can write it as x into x minus a plus y into y minus a. This is one endpoint. This is the other endpoint. A, 0 and 0, a are the endpoints of diameter. Okay, now just do this. X square minus xa plus y square minus ya equal to 0. So x square plus y square minus ax minus ay is equal to 0. So what is the correct option? Correct option is option B. Option B is the correct one. Okay. Now write the next question. We'll go to the next question. Question number 53. See the question number 53. Read the question. Try to answer yourself. Read the question. Try to answer yourself. Question number 53. Sum of the focal distances of a point on an ellipse is constant and is equal to. Try. So that is a property of ellipse itself. They are asking. Sum of the focal distances of a point on the ellipse is constant and is equal to. So what is an ellipse? First of all, I'm drawing here. This is an ellipse. This is an ellipse. I'm just explaining you what is an ellipse. Ellipse will have a minor axis and it will have a major axis. Major axis, minor axis. Major axis will denote its endpoint as or vertices. We call this as vertices as a, 0, minus a, 0. Then here we have 0, b, minor axis, ends of the minor axis. 0, minus b. Then we have two focuses, foci, minus c, 0, c, 0. Foci will be there only on the major axis. Foci will be there on the major axis. We will denote using c, 0 and minus c, 0. Now, what this particular question is about, sum of focal distances of a point. So we have a point. Focal distance means, suppose this is a point. Focal distance means from this focus, what is the distance? This focus, what is this distance? Okay. So these two are focal distances. Then they are asking sum of the focal distances. Suppose I am denoting this as f dash and this as f. So this as f. So what are the focal distances? Focal distances means distance from focus, point. Focal distance of a point. Point is P. Focal distance is PF and PF dash. Sum of PF and PF dash is there asking. Sum of PF and PF dash. So this is the distance that we have to find out. So What is the property of an ellipse is sum of the focal distances of a point on an ellipse will be equal to the length of major axis. Length of major axis. Understood? That means if you are taking a point and finding the focal distances, this is one focal distance, this is another focal distance. If we are adding them, that will be always same. If you are taking another point also, suppose point is Q, and we are finding QF dash and QF, then adding that is also constant. And that constant value means that is equal to length of major axis, that is here 2A. 2A. Length of major axis here A, here A. So totally 2A. Understood? So sum of the focal distance of a point on ellipse is constant and is equal to length of major axis. Option B is the correct answer. Length of major axis. So you have to by heart that. And that is equal to 2A. Okay. If you are marking any other point, suppose I am marking a point R over here and I am drawing the focal distance. This is one focal distance, this is one focal distance. If I am adding them, it will be equal to length of major axis. Okay. Now go to the next question. The equation 2x square minus 3y square minus 6 is equal to 0 represents question number 54. Question number 54. The equation 2x square minus 3y square minus 6 is equal to 0 represents. Options: circle, parabola, ellipse, hyperbola. All of you have to try this and comment your answers too. I'll give you 1 minute. You have to find out this equation represents whether a parabola or a circle or an ellipse or hyperbola. I got the answer. Once you get this, comment it. Okay, let's see how to do this. See, 2x square minus 3y square is equal to 6. I can write. Let's modify this equation, isn't it? Now, if I divide throughout by 6, what this will become? X square by 3 minus y square by 2 is equal to 1, isn't it? X square by 3 minus y square by 2 is equal to 1. Now listen, what is this? This format: x square by a square minus y square by b square is equal to 1. What is that about? This is the equation of a hyperbola. Hyperbola. Then what is the equation of an ellipse? So this is a hyperbola. Okay. This is a hyperbola. Answer option D, hyperbola. This is similar to the equation of a hyperbola. So it is a hyperbola. Now just for your info, what is the equation of an ellipse? X square by a square plus y square by b square is equal to 1. That is the equation of an ellipse. Equation of an ellipse. Now what is the equation of a circle? Equation of a circle: x minus h the whole square plus y minus k the whole square is equal to r square. X minus h the whole square plus y minus k the whole square is equal to r square, where h comma k represents the center and r represents the radius. H comma k represents the center, r represents the radius. Okay. So here the answer is hyperbola. So this is a question from conic section. So from conic section, you have to by heart the equations of the figures like parabola, ellipse, hyperbola, circle. Okay. Please copy down this. If you don't know the equation of ellipse, note down that also. Ellipse. This is the equation. This is the equation of a circle. This is the equation of a hyperbola. Parabola we'll see in the next question. Next question is with respect to parabola, so we'll see that in detail. Okay. So let's go to the next question. The two parabolas, question number 55, okay. The two parabolas, y square is equal to 4ax and x square is equal to 4ay intersect at 2 points on the line y equal to x, only at the origin, at 3 points, on one of which lies on x plus y equal to 0, only at 4a, 4a. Okay, so please try. Once you get the answer, just comment your answers also. I'll give you 1 minute for solving this. Okay, so let's see the question, how to do. So listen, y square equal to 4x. What is that parabola? How to do that parabola? Y square is equal to 4x. Y square equal to 4x will be drawn as like this, isn't it? This is the parabola. Y square is equal to 4x. Y square equal to 4ax. Now, what is x square equal to 4ay? X square equal to 4ay. It is a parabola like this. X square equal to 4ay. You have to find where does this intersect. See, this is intersecting here and here, isn't it? This is intersecting at 2 points, isn't it? At 2 points. So this is y square equal to 4ax. This is x square equal to 4ay. And this is intersecting at 2 points. 2 points. One point is this one, other point is this one. This is 1 point. This is origin is 1 point, isn't it? So origin 0, 0, that is correct. But it is not only at origin. It is intersecting at one more place. So this is wrong. This statement is wrong. At 3 points is also wrong. It is intersecting at 2 points. Only at 4a, 4a, that is also wrong because it is intersecting at 0, 0. And one more point. So the answer is obviously option A. Now let's confirm whether this point is y equal to x. This line is y equal to x. Whether this line is y equal to x. Okay. Now this you understood, no? This is intersecting at 2 points. So these three options are already wrong. So we can mark the first option. Now let's confirm whether this point is. So the answer we can mark here. Okay. Now I'm just showing whether this line is y equal to x. Okay. So for that, what we can do? I'm just going for finding out x from here. Y square. So answer is over. I'm just showing you. So from this, I can write y square by 4a equal to x. Now, I'm substituting that here. X square equal to 4ay. I'm substituting. X square means y raised to y raised to 4 by 16 a square is equal to 4ay. Isn't it? So you get 64 a cube by is equal to y raised to 4. So you get y cube is equal to 64 a cube. That means y is equal to 4a. y is equal to 4a. So if I similarly substitute from here taking y, and if I substitute that here, I'll also get x is equal to 4a. Okay, y equal to 4a and x equal to 4a I will get. That means the points are same, x equal to y. X equal to y. Okay, so the and but we cannot put y equal to 4a here. Why? Because only at, they're saying only at, it is not only at. Okay, it's intersecting at 2 points, not at 4a only. It is intersecting at 2 points, at 0, 0, and it is intersecting at y, intersecting at 4a, 4a. So that both lies on y equal to x. So the answer is option A. Okay. So please copy down this. You have to by heart the equations of parabola for doing this. This parabola is y square equal to 4ax. Now what is this parabola? That is y square is equal to minus 4ax. Now what is this parabola? That is x square is equal to 4ay. And what is this parabola? X square is equal to minus 4ay. So you have to by heart the equations of the parabola. Then only you will be able to answer the questions related to parabola. You have to by heart the equation and you have to identify in which quadrant or which type of parabola it is. Okay. So this is positive for x, this is negative for x, this is positive for y, this is negative for y. Okay, moving on to next question. Question number 54, 56. So we have done the 55th question. Now question number 56. See the question number 56. The points 1, 3 and 5, 1 are two opposite vertices of a rectangle. The other two rectangles lie on the line. Other two vertices lie on the line y is equal to 2x plus c. What is the value of c? So what they are saying, we have a rectangle. I'm just drawing the figure. You have to draw the question yourself, or you can draw and find your answers and comment it. The points 1, 3, 1, 3 and 5, 1. Drawing roughly, okay, are two opposite vertices of a rectangle. Other two vertices lie on the line y equal to 2x plus c. What is the value of c? You have to find out the value of c. Okay, please try your own, all of you. Just try. Once you get the answer, just comment your answers. Have you got the answer? Very easy question. Listen. See, if I am finding the midpoint of this vertices, If I find out the midpoint of 1, comma 3 and 5, comma 1, that will be here, isn't it? Because that is a property of a parallelogram, isn't it? Because rectangle itself is a parallelogram. Rectangle is a parallelogram. So if I find out the midpoint, that will be the midpoint for both the diagonals, because diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other, isn't it? So what will be this point? How to find the midpoint? What is the midpoint formula? X is equal to x1 plus x2 by 2. Y is equal to y1 plus y2 by 2. So this point, that is 1 plus 5 by 2, that is 6 by 2, 3, comma 3 plus 1, 4 by 2, 2. Okay. So the midpoint is 3, comma 2. Okay. And this 3, comma 2 is lying on this line, isn't it? Line is y equal to 2x plus c. This 3, comma 2. X equal to 3, that means 2 into 3 plus c. Y is equal to 2. See, the point, midpoint is 3, comma 2, and that lies on this line. That means this line, this point will satisfy this equation, isn't it? So 2 is equal to 6 plus c. C equal to 2 minus 6 minus 4 is the correct answer. Option D. Okay, so this was a very easy question. You have to just find out the midpoint of this diagonal. For that, the vertices is given, and the midpoint is lying on the other diagonal also, isn't it? So, and the other diagonals line, equation of line is already given. You have to just substitute for x and y and find out the value of c. Okay. Now let's go to the next question. If the lines 3y plus 4x equal to 1, y is equal to x plus 5, and 5y plus bx equal to 3 are concurrent, then what is the value of b? Question number 57. If the lines 3y plus 4x equal to 1, y equal to x plus 5, and 5y plus bx equal to 3 are concurrent, what is the value of b? What do you mean by concurrent? Concurrent means passing through same point. Concurrent meaning is passes through same point. Okay, if these three lines passes through same point, you have to find the value of b. Okay, so please try. I'll give you 1 minute. Try and comment your answers. So the property of lines are such that if three lines are concurrent, we can write coefficients as 3, determinant of 3, 4, minus 1. That means I'm rearranging this equation as 3y plus 4x minus 1 equal to 0. Y minus x minus 5 equal to 0. Then 5y minus bx minus 3 equal to 0. So if three lines are concurrent, we can write their coefficients as 3, 4, minus 1. Determinant of, you have to write them in a determinant. Then next one is minus 1, 1, minus 5. X coefficients of x you have to write first. So here it is minus 1, then 1, then minus 5. Then here it is b 5 minus 3. This determinant will be 0 if three lines are concurrent. If three lines are concurrent, the determinant of the coefficients will be 0. Understood? So now you have to just take the determinant of this and you can find the value of b. Take the determinant and find the value of b. See here you have to write the coefficient of x in the beginning. Okay, x here is 4, isn't it? Here x is 4, here y is 3. X is 4. Coefficient of x is 4. Coefficient of y is 3. So 4, 3, minus 1. Then here minus 1, 1, minus 5. Here minus, here it is positive b, no? So because of this in this side only. So that is b 5 minus 3. Okay. So find the determinant. So 4 into minus 3 minus 25 minus 3 into 3 minus 5b plus minus 1 into minus 5 minus b. Just finding the determinant. Okay. So 4, this will be 25 minus 3, that is 22, minus 3 into, this will be 3 plus 5b, this will be minus 1 into minus 5 minus b. Now find out the determinant, that will be 88 minus 9 minus 15b plus 5 plus b equal to 0. Now find out the value of b. So this will be 88 minus 4, that is 84. 84 equal to, this will be minus 14, isn't it? So 14b. So b will be 84 by 14. 84 by 14. So the answer is b is equal to 6. B is equal to 6. 14 into 6 is 84, isn't it? So b is equal to 6 is the correct answer. Option C is the correct answer. Option C is the correct answer. So what is the takeaway from this question? That is, it is just a direct question. If three lines are concurrent, if we take the determinant of the coefficients of x, y and the constant, if you write this in the determinant form, the determinant will be equal to 0. Okay. So let's see with some other questions in the next session. Thank you.